Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the different types of files you use in SAS. Now I want to go over 4 different types of files. There are more different types of files you may eventually end up using, but the 4 I want to go over today are the .SAS file, which is a program file, raw data files, Excel files, and SAS data files. So on your computer, you're probably going to organize these files by saving them in a particular spot. So you might open up your C drive and have a spot for the SAS program files. Now, the SAS program files are where you save your code that you've written before, which is good because you can bring up old code and run it again, or you might want to bring up the old code, copy and paste something out of it, and then just change little things here and there and paste it into a new program that you're running. Next, let's go to the raw data files. I imagine you might save the raw data files in a different folder. And the raw data files can have a lot of different endings. One of them could be .csv, which would be the comma separated values file, or a .dat, which a .dat, a lot of times you have to open it up and look in it and see how the file is arranged, and a .txt. And there are more different types of files that SAS can work with, but there's a few of the raw data files. The raw data files are where you use the data step and the end file statement to bring in the file. Another type of file you might encounter is Excel files. Now, with Excel files, there are a couple of different ways of doing it. One of them would be to bring in an Excel file or Excel worksheet where SAS can read it, but leave the worksheet complete, so later on if you open up that same file in Excel, it will still work. And another way is to use a prop import to bring in an Excel file. And the last type I want to talk about is the SAS data files. Now imagine on your computer you would go and create a separate folder for your SAS data files. And the SAS data files are the data that you're working in SAS. And these files are, when you locate them on your computer, they are a .SAS7bdat file, at least in SAS 9.3. The thing about these files is when you're working in SAS, they're not going to have that .SAS7bdat show up. They're going to show up in a library. A lot of the examples I show will show up in the work library. Those specific files in the work library are not going to be saved. But if you create another library, it would be connected to the folder you created for the SAS data files. Then in that library, you're going to see the file name, and you'll just see the name of the file, whether it be records, patients, students, or whatever you call the data file. But the name you give for the SAS library is going to be used in the code. So you might give it a name like stat, and you might have a file in your stat folder that is patients. Using the 2-part naming system in SAS, that would be stat.patient, and that's how you would refer to it when you were running code. If you ever use just a 1-part name, then SAS is going to assume that that is just in the work library. And like I said, the work library is a temporary library, and when you close SAS, it disappears and you don't have it. So I hope that explanation explained a little bit about how I navigate through the different windows and look at different files. And it'll come up time and time again as I'm talking about things in further lessons. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.